From 8 News Now, this is Sports with Scott Bemis.
Hey there, everybody. Well, yesterday at the Players' Championship, Sergio Garcia called out Tiger Woods for playing a part in distracting him on the second hole, something Tiger disagreed with, and the two then exchanged barbs through the media after the round. One word then for the two of them finishing up the final few holes of the weather-delayed third round this morning. Awkward.
I'm going to duck and weave my way through these people. You guys having a good time? Woo! All right, I'm going to do my marathon run out of the corral. Chris, with the Mountain West Tournament coming here to Vegas, that means Jimmer Mania has arrived. Yeah! Would your career be complete if you never faced Manny Pacquiao?
May 5th, Mayweather-Cotto, Ring Kings.
Finally, time to re-rack, rewind, and relive a few of the entertaining things you might have missed from the sports weekend. It's Beamer's Best Time.
What's going on there, Scott?
Who's this Scott guy? I don't know him. This is Jimmy Kimmel coming to you live from the Thomas Mack. No, it's Scott. Yes, it is Scott. Podium interviews, print interviews, radio interviews, TV interviews. You ever feel like a piece of meat as you're going around a media day?
A piece of meat.
Did you have a fighter that you looked up to growing up? Was there a fighter that...
Roberto Duran and stuff.
Roberto,
Real
okay.
mean and stuff. I like him.
Come on, Gil, give it to us. Yeah, let's do it. Back to you guys in the studios. We're dancing here.
And in San Francisco, you can watch a game and get a Zumba workout. Yeah, feel the burn, ladies. Feel the burn.
The NBA is still a bit of a long shot at this point, but it's a slam dunk that he'll get a shot overseas. Scott Bemis coming to you live outside of the MGM Grand Garden Arena, where UFC 141 is well underway inside. Chris, used to be poker players just needed a chip and a chair and maybe a sweet pair of shades. All right, yeah, the band is playing. Fans are kind of leaving. Some are staying. The party's continuing here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Finally, 50 Cowboys started at the Mandalay Bay last night, but only one would emerge tonight with the $100,000 as the last Cowboy standing. They would also get that trophy, but not the Showgirls. At least I don't think so.
We're here at Rancho High School, and look who I've got with me. Dave Rice, current coach of the Rebels. Lon Kruger, former coach of the Rebels.
And hey, this was interesting. Looking like an 18 handicapper, Lee Westwood was. Yeah, it was a whiff. We don't count those when my wife does that, by the way.
We've seen Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer come by. We've seen Geico dressed up, and now we have really the Sin City Divas right here is what they are calling themselves. Chris, it's the opening night of the NFL season, so it's time to hop in the Channel 8 Mini Cooper, get in, and see what's going on at the sports books around town. Let's go.
From 8 News Now, this is Sports with Scott Bemis.
We start with the NBA playoffs tonight, and how about the job former Rancho star Lionel Hollins is doing coaching the Grizzlies? Has the 5 seed one step away from the NBA Finals. Hollins probably wasn't too proud of his team's effort today, though. Opening at San Antonio in Game 1 of the Western Finals. Struggles started early. Mike Conley turns it over. Tony Parker says thank you very much in French. He had 20 and 9 assists. Grizz, meantime, throwing up some bricks, including 1 of 8 from Zach Randolph. Trailed by as many as 17 in the first quarter. They'd briefly get within 6 in the second half, but the Spurs had an answer. Kawhi Leonard, again, doing the Mountain West proud. The former Aztec finishes with 18. Spurs take Game 1 by 22. Some better drama in the NHL playoffs. Down 1-0, shorthanded late in the third. The Senators pull the goalie, and it pays off. Daniel Alfredson lights the lamp. We go to 1 overtime, then a second overtime. When Colin Greening puts the rebound in for the game winner, Ottawa gets back in the series. Also today, Bruins beat the Rangers 5-2 to go up 2-0 in that series. Let's go golfing. Windy conditions for the final round of the Byron Nelson. As seen earlier this afternoon on CBS, right here, Channel 8. Vegas native Scott Piercy, nice approach on 11. Unfortunately, though, 2 over today for him. He tied for 5th. Guy making the early move with South Korean Sangmoon Bae. 4 birdies in an early 5-hole stretch. Had a 4-shot lead, but Keegan Bradley, who opened the week with a sterling 60, fights back to actually even things up after that birdie on 15. Bae had an answer, though. The nice pitch on 16 leads to a birdie. Plays the last 3 in 1 under. Bradley plays it in 1 over. Bae gets his first win on the PGA Tour. He's won internationally. He takes it by 2 shots. Back locally, how about the performance by the Coronado baseball team yesterday? The Cougars denying the Gales an 8th straight state title and doing it in dramatic fashion. Beating the Gales twice in the same day to win the school's first ever state championship. Making it even more impressive, the Cougars had to come through the losers bracket at both regionals and state, losing their first game in both those tourneys.
Everything we've done this year has come through the losers bracket. We had to do it last week. We played down in a tournament in San Diego, did it there too. This team is great. I mean, they're a bunch of competitors, and we knew we weren't done till the very end.
We went to the losers bracket in the regionals and won that, beat Liberty twice, and then we lost the first game here, and then we came back to the losers bracket and won it again. So it's going to be the greatest story ever.
Yeah, Blanchard's story will be even more unbelievable because he hit 3 homers, tossed a complete game in the clinching win. Coronado finishes the year 36-4. Will probably be ranked in the top 20 of several national high school polls. Finally, time to re-rack, rewind, and relive a few of the entertaining things you might have missed from the sports weekend. It's Beamer's Best Time. And let's start with the good. Ted's cheering. Wasn't all awful for the Dodgers this weekend. Matt Kemp did make that catch. At the X Games in Barcelona, Drew Bezinson. Cool stall. Look at that balance on the edge there. Better dismount. If you ever wondered what an 80-yard lacrosse goal looked like, here it is. The goalie shot this, and it went in. That's pretty cool. To the bad now. Chad Kelly, oh, he's going to have to ice a few bruises tomorrow. Josh Willingham makes sure Dustin Pedroia hits a home run by deflecting it over the fence. What a good guy he is. How about the strange? Nicholas Kolsarts hits the tee shot into the hazard. Nearest point of relief is the bathroom. So he has to take a drop in the toilet, gets relief from there, no pun intended, then makes a miraculous par. He actually made a par, love it. And it's no longer cool just to pie the face of the player. Now you go after the announcer. Robbie Ink McCoskey takes one to the face with the pie and then also gets a watery shower. What did he do to deserve this? Now, my one question is, I hope he has a clothing allowance for that suit right there. He wraps up Beamer's Best on this Sunday night.
And you'll be here all week. That was great. I love that.
Yeah, it was great. Poor guy gets a pie in the face, water on the suit.
Boy, it is a crazy sports weekend here in Vegas, so I decided to go around town, find out what was going on, and I started out here at women's basketball team photo day. One sentence. What's the story of this team this year?
The new and improved Lady Rebels.
From there, it was time to go across the street to check in on the Extreme Sports Dew Tour, which is at the Hard Rock through Sunday, and where the joint has been transformed into a big skate park. And how cool is this? Look, this is a vert ramp right here. It's out by the Hard Rock pool. That's where the vert competitions are going to be staged.
Where else can you have a giant vert ramp set up over a pool? I mean, it's out of control.
And over here at Sam Boyd Stadium on Saturday night, Monster Energy Cup taking place. Supercross guys compete for $1 million possibly. And look at this. What a cool track. It actually comes up into the south end of Sam Boyd Stadium.
We kind of threw the book out and anything went. So we built the biggest, coolest, fastest track that we could possibly build. And I think we came out with a winner.
What a great event for Las Vegas.
And then it was off to the heart of the city, where 34 of the world's best drivers took over the Las Vegas Strip.
Incredible. I don't know what to say, you know? Actually, there was so much chaos going on. I think one car hit another one.
Nothing sounds like an IndyCar.
The engines are fired up and they're ready to roll off the strip. Heck, I'm fired up for a big sports weekend. You guys fired up? Yeah! On the strip, Scott Bemis, 8 Sports Now.
Scott Bemis has been at the track all day. And Scott, who were today's big winners and big losers?
Yeah, Chris, it's kind of funny. The wind has all of a sudden picked up. It was perfect all day long for the race, which is the way you like to see it. 150,000 people attended the race this year. And it was a great day for Tony Stewart. You know, last year he came to Las Vegas. He had the best car on the track, the most dominant car on the track, and he dragged an air hose in the pits late in that race, cost him a chance at a victory. Well, today, no such problems. He again had a very fast car as we take a look at some of the video from today's race. And Stewart ends up holding off Jimmy Johnson at the end and wins the Cobalt Tools 400 today. His first ever win in Las Vegas. He celebrated in fine fashion in front of the Las Vegas faithful who made the trip out to the track today to watch this running of the Sprint Cup race. It was a lot of fun. Finishing second, Jimmy Johnson. Greg Biffle was third. Ryan Newman finished fourth. And Carl Edwards, last year's winner here, finished fifth. Now, Tony Stewart has now won on almost every single Sprint Cup track that's still active at this point. The only two he hasn't won on now since he gets this win in Vegas, Darlington and Kentucky. Well, we'll be here later in the show with the Sportscast live from the Motor Speedway. We'll have more on the big race. We'll hear from the winner, and we'll also have all kinds of Rebel reaction for you. Reporting live at the Motor Speedway, Scott Bemis, 8 Sports Now.